Hi, everybody. My name is Kayla Newstrom.
I'm Chloe Royland.
And I'm Madeline Ramirez, and the title of our project is Future FNPs, and the purpose of this video is just to give insight into the role of an APRN and tell you why we're excited to become APRNs in a little over a year. So we're all going to become APRNs, or Advanced Practice Registered Nurses, and more specifically, family nurse practitioners. FNPs are able to care for patients in a variety of non-hospital settings and care for their patients across the lifespan. As FNPs will be there for our patients as they navigate healthcare and their own life circumstances, and serve them from a perspective that sees them as an individual person with specific needs, rather than a list of symptoms in need of a diagnosis and a treatment. We're becoming APRNs because we want to meet the needs of others and support our patients through life's changes. We're becoming APRNs at a critical time as America is currently in a healthcare crisis with a lack of family providers, and we hope to all become a part of bridging that gap in care quality.
Thanks, Madeline. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about what it means to me to become a member of this profession in the coming year. So I know it's cliche to say, but entering this profession will truly be a dream come true for me because I've been wanting to be a healthcare provider for as long as I can remember. It first started when my grandfather was diagnosed with heart failure, diabetes, and renal failure, for which he all saw a nurse practitioner for all of these things. I feel so honored to have the opportunity soon to be what that nurse practitioner was for our family, for somebody else. Being a member of this profession means that I can be somebody's safe space, someone's confidant, and maybe even the only point of contact that they have in the healthcare profession. So I just can't wait to build relationships with all of my patients in a primary care setting and just be with them throughout the different stages of their life and just evolve and progress in that with them. Just for a little bit of context, my grandpa and my grandma both saw the same nurse practitioner as their primary care provider. And when my grandfather eventually did pass away from the conditions that I just discussed, the nurse practitioner looked at my grandma and teared up and expressed her condolences. And you could really tell just from her body language that she really felt that loss too. And so this is what it means to me to be a nurse practitioner.
Thanks for sharing that, Kayla. That's so sweet. I hope we can make that kind of impact on our patients as well. I just want to talk about what I think holds the most value as being an APRN, specifically an FNP, in our contribution to healthcare. So I feel that discussing our health with others is a very personal and sometimes invasive process. Most people don't feel very comfortable sharing the intimate details about themselves that we as providers need in order to give them care. This is where I believe we as APRNs have an advantage. Since the beginning of our training as registered nurses, it's drilled into us that we are among the most trusted professionals in the world. And people trust us to listen to them, to not judge them, to protect their privacy, and ultimately to take care of them. And I think that all of us know that having this trust is a privilege, and I don't take that lightly. It's a goal of mine as a future provider to treat each patient as the individual that they are. I believe that the role of an APRN or an FNP more specifically is so valuable because it combines my background as an empathetic caretaker with my prowess and knowledge for diagnostics, treatment, health management, to create a position that allows me to practice holistically. It is true that many of us, especially in the state of Georgia, work in conjunction with physicians and other healthcare professionals. But more importantly, we work with our patients as partners in their own healthcare plans. We value and consider the input of our patients in order to provide them with the best possible individualized plans that fit their particular needs. So with that being said, we just kind of wanted to end this with a reminder for future Atlantans, Georgians, that when elections are coming up, we should consider using our votes to enact policies, to elicit politicians to broaden the nurse practitioner scope of practice in this state, specifically because Georgia desperately needs primary care providers. We thank you for listening to us and hope we gave you some insight on the role of an FNP.